So it's day 7, you made it. And on day 7 here, our challenge is actually a little personal story I want to share with you. A long time ago, I was finding myself in a space that got tighter and tighter over time. And I can only say it was a space of incredible fear and possibly even panic. And life had squeezed me. I was crippled under the pressure. In a way, I started panicking. And then I did something that was such a pivotal point in my journey. And I don't know where this idea came from. Nobody told me this secret like I'm telling you now. But what I did, possibly aus pure desperation, I decided to shelve the fear. I just decided that I hadn't found any solutions in all my attempts to analyze and use logic and whatever. And I just asked that fear to just stand aside. I acknowledged it, but I decided not to be ruled by it for a while. And it was in that moment as if the weights fell off my shoulders. And suddenly I could think clearly. And there was a feeling coming up in me that I had almost forgotten, like lightness and even joy came up in little things. And it was in that time where I could find the peacefulness to actually look at the opportunities that life had to offer and go forward with way more clarity. And I guess it also had a little bit to do with trust, that on some levels, things are already organized, that I will not be able to control everything at the push of a button right here, right now. So what we offer you here on this day 7 is the question, what fear that is maybe sitting within you and hopefully doesn't torment you as much as mine did at the time. What fear are you willing to shelve for a while? What fear are you willing to acknowledge and set aside and create that space to remember who you really are, so that you can come from clarity and in that space look at the opportunities life have to offer, which you probably miss as long as you are in a fear-based state. So here's a short little reflection on offer for you. So if you're not driving or needing your attention anywhere else, maybe what you want to do is to close your eyes for a moment and listen to these words.
If you're driving or need your attention elsewhere, come back to this later. If you're free to relax now, let's begin this powerful awareness moment.
So if you are able to concentrate, take a nice deep breath in and sigh it out. And again, nice deep breath in. Hold it for a moment and sigh it out. Good. Now breathe normally and prepare yourself in a moment to take a very, very slow in-breath. And when you're ready to take that in-breath, I want you to breathe in whatever fear is in your system that's holding you back to be your true expression, and let it just come to the surface. Don't fight with what comes up, just let it come, welcome it, and then decide whether you're willing to let it go, to shelve it, even if just for a while. Right, here we go. Prepare yourself. A few normal breaths, and then very, very slowly breathing in pulling up that fear, pulling up that what holds you back, pulling it up, bringing it into your consciousness until you either feel it or see it or feel a bit squeezy or however it may present itself. You might have to repeat this a few times if it doesn't bubble up all by itself. But when it does, here now, speak to this fear, to this feeling, and say, I want to shelve you for a while. I want to create space to be in neutral, to connect to myself, so that I can actually tap into the brilliance that lies beneath all of these coverings and conditions and labels. I want to believe again that I'm powerful, that my mind is my tool and my companion, my instrument, and I can use it and not being dictated by it. So I need to shelve you for a while, to create that space, to see the direction that is right for me, to be guided from deep within. That's right. Now take another deep breath in, and in your mind, simply command it to be so. And now, watch what's happening inside. Watch how you can deal with it, how it might want to prevail, to be at the forefront of your mind, and you gently, powerfully, and yet gently say, not now. Now is time to breathe. Now is time for my center. That's right. And gently, you can slowly open your eyes. Having this process launched successfully.
If this moment has opened something for you, we invite you to explore the Journey Inward or the Mind Mastery module, where you'll learn how to navigate your emotional landscape with clarity, trust, and grace. Continue reconnecting with yourself one day at a time with our 7-day challenge or deep dive into the world of personal transformation naturally.